You have some cash sitting on the sidelines. Maybe it's a bonus, an inheritance, or just savings you've scraped together. And now you are paralyzed by one terrifying question. What if I buy today and the market crashes tomorrow? So you wait. You tell yourself you're waiting for a pullback or a correction. But while you wait, the market creeps up and up. And now you feel like it's too expensive to buy, so you wait longer. This is the trap of market timing, and it costs investors billions of dollars every single year. Today, we are looking at the math, specifically data from Vanguard and Northwestern Mutual, to settle the debate once and for all. Should you try to time the dip? Should you dump it all in at once? Or should you slowly drip feed your money using dollar cost averaging? The answer might actually surprise you, because what feels safe emotionally is often mathematically wrong. Let's fix your portfolio. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are tackling one of the biggest psychological hurdles in investing, the fear of entering the market at the wrong time. First, let's quickly define our three contenders so we're all on the same page. Contender number one is market timing. This is keeping your money in cash, waiting for the perfect moment when prices hit rock bottom to jump in. Contender number two is lump sum investing. This means taking all the cash you have available right now and investing it immediately, regardless of what the news says. And contender number three is dollar cost averaging, or DCA. This is taking that pile of cash and splitting it up, investing equal amounts at regular intervals, like buying $1,000 every Monday until the money is invested. Most people think they should be market timing. Most people feel safest doing dollar cost averaging. But the data shows something completely different. Let's start with the one strategy you should almost never use: market timing. The allure is obvious. If you could avoid the crashes and only buy at the bottom, you'd be a billionaire. But the problem isn't just avoiding the bad days. It's that by sitting out, you usually miss the best days. Historically, the stock market's biggest gains often happen immediately after its biggest drops. If you were sitting in cash, waiting for the dust to settle during a crash, you likely missed the rebound. Research consistently shows that missing just the 10 best days of the market over a 20-year period can cut your returns in half. Think about that. You have to be right twice. You have to know when to get out before the crash and exactly when to get back in before the recovery. Major institutions like Morgan Stanley and Heritage Investment have noted that active market timing underperforms nearly every other strategy. Why? Because of the opportunity cost of holding cash. While you are sitting in a savings account earning 4% or 5%, the market might be ripping upward by 15% or 20%. You are effectively paying a premium for safety. So if we agree that guessing the market's direction is basically gambling, we are left with two responsible choices: put it all in now, lump sum, or spread it out, DCA. Here's where the data gets interesting. If you are a purely logical robot, the debate is over. Lump sum investing wins. According to a comprehensive study by Vanguard analyzing MSCI World Index data from 1976 to 2022, lump sum investing outperformed dollar cost averaging about 68% of the time over one-year periods. That means roughly 2 out of every 3 times you would end up with more money if you just invested everything on day one rather than spreading it out over 12 months. It gets even more extreme when you look at longer time frames. Northwestern Mutual analyzed rolling 10-year periods. They found that for a 100% equity portfolio, meaning stocks, lump sum investing beat DCA roughly 75% of the time. If you were investing in bonds or fixed income, lump sum won about 90% of the time. Why is this? It's actually quite simple. The stock market, historically, goes up more days than it goes down. It has a positive expected return. By dollar cost averaging, you are effectively betting that the market will be cheaper next month than it is today. But statistically, since the market trends upward, delaying your investment usually means you just end up buying shares at higher prices later. RBC Global Asset Management backed this up with data from 1990 to 2024, finding higher average returns for lump sum across almost every horizon. So, if the math is so clear, if lump sum is the heavyweight champion, why do financial advisors still recommend dollar cost averaging? And why do I actually recommend it for many of you watching this? Because you are not a robot. You are a human being with emotions. Let's imagine a scenario. You inherit $50,000. You look at the Vanguard study I just quoted, and you dump it all into the S&P 500 on a Tuesday. On Wednesday, the market drops 20%. You just lost $10,000 in 24 hours. How do you react? If you are like most people, you panic. You might sell everything to stop the bleeding, locking in that loss. Or you might swear off investing forever because it's rigged. This is called regret minimization. Even though lump sum wins 68% of the time, that means it loses 32% of the time. That is a 1 in 3 chance that you invest right before a drop. For many people, that risk is psychologically intolerable. This is where dollar cost averaging shines. It is not a wealth maximization strategy. It is a risk management strategy, specifically for your emotions. If you invest that $50,000 over 10 months, $5,000 a month, and the market crashes next month, you don't panic. Instead, you think, great, my next $5,000 will buy more shares at a discount. DCA flips the script. It makes you almost happy about red days because you are still in the accumulation phase. It prevents you from hesitating. As the saying goes, the best investment strategy is the one you can stick with. If lump sum investing makes you so nervous that you don't sleep at night, or worse, that you sell at the bottom, then the mathematical advantage doesn't matter. The inferior strategy of DCA becomes the superior strategy for you because it keeps you in the game. So, how do you apply this to your life right now? Scenario 1. You are investing from your salary. This is easy. You are naturally dollar cost averaging. Every 2 weeks, you get paid and money goes into your 401k or IRA. Do not try to time this. Just keep the automation running. You are already winning. Scenario 2. You have a lump sum, bonus, inheritance, cash savings. Here you have a choice. If you have an iron stomach and you won't touch the money for 20 years, the math says invest it all now. Time in the market is your best friend. But if you are nervous or if the market is at an all-time high and you're scared of a correction, set up a DCA plan. Take your cash, divide it by 6 or 12, and invest that amount largely automatically every month. Don't stretch it out over 2 or 3 years. That's too long to be out of the market. Aim for 6 to 12 months. This gets your money working relatively quickly, but gives you that psychological insurance policy against a sudden crash. Here is the bottom line. The enemy is not the market. The enemy is hesitation. Whether you choose lump sum or dollar cost averaging, both are infinitely better than sitting in cash, waiting for a perfect moment that will never come. The only wrong time to invest for the long term is later. Pick the strategy that lets you sleep at night, automate it, and get back to living your life. If this is helpful, take a second to like the video. It tells YouTube this is good info and helps get the video out to more people who need to see it. And subscribe for more clear, practical lessons from Uncle Mike. Thank you to everyone watching and supporting the channel. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. I read them all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.